Folks, what's up? Welcome to the Scotty P Show. Coming at y'all from sunny seat in Doug, California, IA. 2788 Studios. All up in this executive suite.
All up in it.
We got him back, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we have him back. The gigolos and all the gigolettes out there, the man has returned. Talk about that man who once painted the bathroom, the whole bathroom, with nothing but a hole saw and a box of wine. The man who was once given an award at the company Christmas party when he didn't even work at the company. The man who is widely credited for giving the birth to the voice of the Rules Boy.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Praise him.
We got UNC Philly D with his West Coast family. White boy drinking brown liquor from Tennessee. White boy drinking brown liquor Hennessy. Toby Doggy Dog is up in here. I am your host, Scotty P. I am here as well. We are here to make some picks about the bet. What bet do you say? The bet for them screams. And it's time to make those. Now all I need is a little bit of tunes, Uncle Phil. So Mr. Woozy White Boy, play that funky music.
You dig?
What it do? This is Alabama's own Woozy White Boy, and y'all tuned in to the Scotty P Show.
You dig? Now the bet about them screams is all coming down to these last 5 weeks, so let me give them scores. No, that's 3 weeks in a row we about to give them scores, man.
Hell yeah.
Oh, the numbers dude's been doing his work. Stat dude, big what's up?
What's it?
So UNC Philly D last week went 1-0. I went 0-1. We only picked one game. We picked the Battle of the Birds, the black and purple versus the green and the silver. Who won, Phil? Who won that Battle of the Birds?
Them dang old Philadelphia Eagles.
God damn it, the Eagles won. They done set me back again. So the UNC is sitting at 18-10. Uncle Scotty P.
Hercules.
Nah, I'm 12-16, man. Shooting bad. So motherfucking
According
bad.
to my Glasgow mathematics, that's like 6 games.
That's all gonna change. Bloody Sock 2004 Red Sox comeback is the style this is about to go in.
Bringing up the bloody sock.
But first, we got to get to a couple things before we go talk about the games. First off, I didn't have Thanksgiving week off. P-Rod, all them made me come up in here and do the show. Didn't make UNC do the show. So, Phil, how was your week off, man?
Oh, it was dope, man. Friendsgiving was pretty cool from what I recall, from what I remember. Kevin, you still owe me money, dog. Where my money, Kevin? Told you about that.
I ain't getting no invite to that motherfucker, man. So fuck them. Fuck that. Fuck Melissa Fuckface Fallon telling me only the cool kids got invited. That's why I didn't get no invite. So that's cool, man. Second off, we were almost out of the executive suite today, UNC.
Damn.
We almost did an outside show.
Yeah, we did.
But apparently the gods of Sunny C and Doug do not like us doing this show outside. We was about to go to the rooftop of the downtown suites, the downtown studio. They got canceled like cancel culture, man.
Furniture got took, dog.
They taking it all.
They took it.
Man, we ain't got nothing. So we had to reverse the script, flip the script, come on back to the executive suite, which is all good because this is where we love to do the show. Now, Phil, do you know when the last time we did an outside show was?
According to my sources of Google, I do not recall.
That would be my birthday episode on the Biz Each. Me, you, Coffee, Vic, Missy Moo. With the big old titties, Ariel. Do you know what the last episode outside before that was? This was going back. Way back. Back in the time.
Right back before that? Shit, that was when the Navy SEALs were training?
Well, that show never came out, so that was off the books.
Alleged.
Folks don't know about that. The millions and millions of them Navy SEAL fellas who are fans of the Scotty P Show, that episode ain't aired. So you know what it was?
Obviously not.
Season 2, episode 4, when YB was with us out there in Mission Bay. That was the last
posing on the
outside
cliffs.
episode. No, not the Sunset Cliffs, Mission
Mission
Bay.
Mission Bay.
Mission Bay. YB came and did a guest appearance. That was the last time he was on the show as well, other than the sour cream episode.
That wasn't a Wind Goblin episode.
No, so actually season 2, episodes 1 through 4 is the last we were outside. Episode 1 is when we had Tuco come fuck with us and
Yeah.
threaten our life.
Yep.
Season 2 is when the Wind Goblin came through. Excuse me, episode 2 is when the Wind Goblin came through. Episode 3 is when we shot outside at Toss's work and the Buffalo Bills fans came behind
Oh, that
with
was
that
dope. That was
Buffalo
cool,
shit.
though.
Yeah, but who lost that game? The Bills.
Yeah.
Who won that game? The Dolphins. Hey, we ain't talking about the Dolphins, though.
Nah, we ain't talking about no
ain't
fish
talking about no
sticks.
dolphins?
Wait, nah, son. Nope.
Praise be to the Mark Cameron drug. Praise, praise,
We
praise.
praise him.
Praise be.
Praise him.
That was the last episodes we did outside, and we almost got to shoot another one today, but we didn't. So we back up in here, man.
Oh,
We only got 2 games this week,
dose.
both primetime games. We got a Thursday night game between them Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Native Touches. We got Sunday night football with the Chargers traveling up there to Arrowhead and playing the Titty Queefs.
Oh, phew.
I almost went with a third game this week, but I ain't want to steal a point from you and your team lose because them Eagles is going down to them Carolina Panthers and Bryce Young. Roll Tide.
Nope.
Just like, did you see that Roll Tide made it into the college football playoff after all? We got
Wow.
Notre Dame in the first round. They said it ain't official yet, but the winner of the ACC ain't going to jump us, they said. So right there, we pretty much locked on in. Alabama, roll Tide against them Catholics.
How'd them Buckeyes do?
So anyway, OH,
Oh, no.
I don't know about all that.
Mm-mm.
You ready to talk some football?
Football.
Let's get into it, man.
Yes, sir.
And the first game that we're talking about is them Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Divisional matchup with absolute playoff implications. Thursday night football at Ford Field. My best friends back home versus one of my best friends out here. The Demotes versus the Native Touches.
Oh.
I ain't even gonna talk no more about it till it's my turn. UNC, Philly D, get on that MIC, ROPHONE. Give me them predictions.
Look, man, this is a huge divisional game between 2 really good teams. So far, the Lions are the number 1 seed. Right behind them, we'll talk about that later. They've suffered big losses on defense now, the Lions have. But they are still a very, very dangerous team. They got that 2-headed monster with Montgomery and Gibb. Man, they're looking good. Now, Goff can go off on them Native Touches, but because their secondary is a little suspect sometimes. They give up the big plays, the big plays especially. Now, Love is good. He's still young. He's making an awful lot of mechanical mistakes. I mean, throwing off his back foot, being a little Favre-like. Now, he's going to be on the top of his game. Hopefully, Josh Jacobs will be 100%. I don't believe he will. Sources of Google say he is suffering a calf issue. Now, he's back last week. He'll be back this week. But, I don't know, man. Calf is a big deal. I don't know how hard he's going to go. Ooh. Now, I'm thinking, do I go with my homies' Native Touches? Do I go with my daddy's Detroit Lions? Where are they playing again?
Detroit.
Yeah, fuck the forward part. But anyway, they in a Terror Dome, baby. We a GM family around town. Know what I'm saying? We go on my daddy's. Put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up. Detroit motherfucking Lions, son.
The Green Bay Rickies versus the Detroit
Rickies.
Heralds.
Yeah.
This is the Demotes against the Gutierrezes. Don't know how to say their name when you make it plural, man. My bad,
That's a
dog.
lot
White
of
boy
zzzz.
from Alabama, not
Zzzz.
Tennessee. And I ain't drinking Hennessy.
Oh.
They got beef, dog. The Demotes and the Gutierrezes got beef. I thought it was really bad when Matt and Big No was beefing when the Texans played the Lions, man. I mean, them
Damn.
motherfuckers was into it for real. Was not
some
talking to
beef.
each other, was talking shit, talking about flying out to each other's home and fighting.
Damn.
Matt's wife and Tyrus's fiance had to get on the phone and talk some shit out and then trick their husband and fiance to getting on the phones to talking shit out. That's how real that shit got, man. The wives and the fiance had to get on there and talk. But this one right here is so serious that the wife of the Dermody and the mama of the Gutierrez are beefing.
Oh, shit.
Mama G
Oh.
and Morgan D beef. USDA grade prime Kobe beef. I don't even know if USDA and Kobe can
We
be the
talking
same.
yellow
'cause
sticker
one's
beef?
Japan and one's the United States of America. Oh, say, can you see, motherfucker?
Not yellow sticker beef?
Not yellow sticker, full price,
Full price?
$39.99
Oh,
a
goddamn.
pound, dog. Straight up.
Too rich for my blood.
They don't even know each other.
Damn.
They used to know each other through me, and somehow they got beef. That's how real this goddamn Detroit, Green Bay, 5-hour drive is between each other, man. Only reason it takes that long is because there's a big body of water right in the middle, and I ain't talking about the bay. The Green Bay Stank. What are you talking about, the Green Bay Stank? Oh, I did some history. I dove into some subjects, Phil. I got into some history.
You're talking
know I
about
love
some,
my history.
talking about some like yards and facts and shit like that?
The French explored Green
damn.
Bay.
Oh,
Before it was called Green Bay. Green, you know, the French just cruising through, rowing the motherfucking boats and shit like that, coming through, right? Smelled bad. They called it La Baie de Pointe. I think I sounded pretty French when I said that. La Baie de Pointe. It means the Bay of Stinks.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
What the fuck was all in there?
The Menominee folks, and you say, who are the Menominee? Well, the Menominee are a tribe up there in northeast Wisconsin, right?
Right.
And so they're still there. They speak the Ojibwe language. Menominee comes from that. That means wild rice people. Those wild rice people called Green Bay, excuse my pronunciation, Mom and Grandma, Pusaiket.
Huh.
Pusaiket, and that means the bay that smells like something is rotten. Seems like we need to get Ricky Dickey to get up to that and give that area a whole native touch, man, because they're
man.
shooting bad. But getting off that and going back to football. This game means a lot to both teams. Green Bay wins, they're only back 1. Detroit wins, Green Bay goes back 3.
Yes, sir.
Green Bay wins, they're only back 1, but also Detroit is falling a game back, and they're tied with Minnesota Vikings, which is tough. And they all got some tough schedules left.
Yeah.
They all have a couple games where they should easily win. Each one plays the Bears. The Saints are in there. I mean, teams that got losing records and are pretty bad. Detroit's got Green Bay, Buffalo, 49ers, and Minnesota. It's a tough little schedule right there.
Yeah.
Green Bay's got Detroit, Seattle, and Minnesota, while Minnesota's got Seattle, Green Bay, and Detroit. So a lot of teams playing each other. They're all in the AFC North, but they also have the same division opponents, of course, each one playing Seattle. That's going to be some tough games going forward. So let's see how that all rounds out. Detroit has won 10 games in a row. But Green Bay looked really tough in that last outing on Thanksgiving against them Dolphins, you know.
We ain't talking about the Dolphins, dog.
It was against the
We
Dolphins.
ain't talking about no fish sticks, son. No.
No fins?
No.
We ain't going to talk them fishes?
Nope. Praise him. Praise him. Praise be to him.
Cram Rendrock is their king. Praise him.
Praise.
So somebody's got to lose the game unless they end up tying. I hate ties, so I hope it doesn't end up that way. Now, who should I pick? The Rickies, the Heralds, the Dermodys, the Gutierrezes. Oh, man. I feel like this is when I got to start making a comeback. I'm down 6 games. There's only 5 weeks left to go, and if I get both of these games the same as you, then that means I only got 4 weeks left to catch up on them 6 games. But I can't do it to them Lions. As you said, that dual-headed running back is too damn strong. Goff is going to go off. Detroit's got a Roll Tide player. Roll Tide. Jameson Williams. Even though Green Bay's got Josh Jacobs. Roll Tide. Only one can win, and I'm trying to win them screams. So give me Dan Campbell and them Detroit Lions, baby. Now, our biggest fan, by far, the number one fan, out of them millions and millions of them Scotty P Show fans all around the universe, she's the biggest one. And she said, motherfucker, why don't you talk about this team enough? You need to talk about them some more. So obviously, we gonna bring them up. This is the second game. This is our last game this week. This is the game of the week. We talking about the Los Angeles Chargers. Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Quavers.
Sunday night football at Arrowhead.
Foosball.
Another divisional matchup with some playoff implications. Chiefs are looking up to lock their Chiefs are looking to lock up their 9th straight AFC West title.
Oh, damn.
UNC, will they do it? Will they take this win in Arrowhead, take the AFC West, and be ready for the playoffs?
Like you said, dog, them Queefs already got that playoff berth, and they have a 3-game lead in the division so far. Now, on the flip, they aren't blowing anyone out. In the past 9 games, they've only won by 1 score. So no blowouts, no dominance. Isaiah Frank Pacheco will be back this week, my dog on fantasy, and hopefully he won't be on a pitch count because we all know he runs hard. Ooh. Now, the Chargers have that top 5D. Chargers have that top 5D and can really apply the pressure. But we got 2 really big questions this week. Will Herbert Sherbert ball out? Can Patrick Magic Mahomes, who's your motherfucking quarterback, bitch, maintain the magic? I looked into the spiritual world on this one. I know I wasn't going to do it, but we're doing it again. I'm going with look to the sky, you're going to see lightning. Let's go Chargers, baby.
Damn, them lightning bolts.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you see, Phil,
In the streets especially.
first of all, Ward said he appreciates you respecting the rules about the outfits in here,
right.
you know? And so, because again, you either got to wear a team that's playing,
Right.
a color of a team that's playing,
Yeah.
something from that city,
Mm-hmm.
the city that you live in,
Mm-hmm.
and that about wraps up the categories. But then you came with the Christmas shirt, and I said, hey, how can holidays not be involved
Yeah.
in the rules for the outfits, man? So, wait a,
Please, I need my water refill and my ranch dressing.
Then you might say, well, why do you have this shit on? Well, also the Scotty P Show merchandise can be worn at any time. And they say, what's up with that Minneapolis hat, though?
Yeah.
Why? Well, it is a Minneapolis
Minneapolis.
Lakers hat. Lakers are where now, Phil? Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Who else is in Los Angeles? The Chargers.
Yeah.
The Chargers wear them what? Powder blue and yellow? What color is that hat? Powder blue and yellow?
Yes, sir.
Bringing it all back. Now, you said
I did.
that the Chiefs haven't done all that well this year. You're right.
Squeaking by.
Talk
Thanks
about
to the
some history.
referees.
Talk
more
about
history?
some history.
More history.
Kansas City Barbecue, which is where pretty much everything was born between the Electrolyte Beverage Mill and
Yeah,
Kansas City
yeah,
Barbecue,
yeah,
where
yeah,
a lot of everything was born and all that shit. The folks who were on it, where we shot the first shows, a little bit of everything between those two places, man. A lot of history. Kansas City Barbecue is the Arrowhead of the West. You used to have the San Diego Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs fans together watching games, but they done left town. They're up in Los Angeles, but still, we got a lot of history in this matchup right here because our owners, they're still big old Padres fans. And so San Diego Padres, Kansas City got a little beef. It ain't prime. It ain't USDA like Tyrus' fiance and Matt's wife, man. But there's still a little beef in there. Now, you're right. The Chiefs have not looked good this year. Have not looked great. I have a list of the history.
Oh, damn.
Every game.
Talking about canoes?
Every
No.
game, but we're going to make this quick, all right?
All right.
Let me explain why the Chiefs ain't been doing that well this year. First game, beat Baltimore. Beat Baltimore handily. All good. Okay, Chiefs are the Chiefs coming off the Super Bowl. Because remember, they lost game 1 last year against them Detroit Heralds. Remember, Coffee picked that one. He was in the lead from the beginning, didn't end up winning. I ended up winning. Screams! So they beat them. The next week, they're playing them Cincinnati Burrowheads, right? Man, takes the last-second field goal from my favorite Kansas City Chief, Mr. Harrison Butker. Hey, Harrison Butker, you tell them girls, throw away that college degree and get in the goddamn kitchen and make me some children and a sandwich afterwards.
Woman?
That's exactly what he told them, according to the interwebs and the leftist people. Anyway, so that's Cincinnati.
It's gotta be true.
Took them a last-second field goal. Cincinnati hadn't done very well this year. Atlanta's game 3, week 3. What happens then? Oh, a bad missed pass interference call in the end zone. Atlanta would have went up 2, and I know Kansas City would have had the ball with a minute left, and we've seen what he's done with 13 seconds before. But still, they missed that call. That was Atlanta. All right, the next one, L.A. Chargers, who they played in week 4. Man, took them all the way to the fourth quarter to untie that game. This is when they're playing to Justin Herbert, your boy, Sherbert Herbert, who's all hobbled and wobbled. Took them all that to beat them, right?
Yeah.
Next game, they played San Francisco, beat them handily, but we're talking about no Debo and no Christian McCaffrey, right? Okay. Next 2 games, New Orleans, Las Vegas. These teams have a combined 6 wins at this point in the year, right? Not impressive to beat those. Tampa Bay is their next game in Kansas City primetime. Takes overtime to beat Tampa Bay. Takes a crazy-ass blocked field goal to beat them Denver Donkeys. Next game was against Buffalo. That's a loss.
Misties.
Next game against the team who's about to upset your team this week, the Panthers. It took them a
fuck
crazy-ass
outta here.
Patrick Mahomes fourth quarter 20-something yard run to set them up into field goal range with no time left. The Panthers, the worst team in the league. Again, who's about to beat y'all. Upset alert. And then they had Las Vegas the day after Thanksgiving. How they win that game. That game was motherfucking over. That was a false start. Should have been brought back. And then Kansas City doesn't get the ball. Kansas City loses that game. But the refs help the Chiefs win.
Refs always
another
help the
game.
Chiefs win,
Don't
dog.
they? So check this
on,
out. This
man.
is how you can look at the Chiefs. Oh, I know Jen's mad at me right now. I'm just naming off all
Dude,
those.
they
So
love
you
them
can either
stripes.
say the Chiefs are a good team.
All right.
You can say the Chiefs are catching some breaks.
A
lot of breaks.
Whole lot of breaks.
Say the Chiefs are getting lucky. Say that the refs or the league going to give the Chiefs all this motherfucking help. You can say any of those 4 that you want to. It doesn't matter much, though. You know why?
Why?
Because no matter what one of those it is, we talk about the same result. The same result. Dubs. The last 2 Super Bowls. Dubs. 10-2 this year. Whole bunch of dubs. It's got to change at some point, right? They got to fucking lose at some point, right? It's like when motherfucking Jesse from Breaking Bad was talking about Walt and said, he can't keep doing this. That's how everybody feels about the fucking Chiefs. So is it going to happen this week? And the Chargers are going to catch up to them? And I'm going to keep a point right there with you? No. Jen, I'm rolling with you. Red Kingdom, Game of Mahomes. Who's your quarterback, bitch? One day I'll learn to quit yelling every one of my last answers as I go to Woozy, but today ain't that day. Just like today ain't the day that the Chargers gonna beat the Chiefs. Not in Arrowhead. Not with Andy Reid calling plays called hot dog and hamburger with extra cheese, bacon, jalapeno, sour cream with a little chili on top. Give me them. Oh, give me the chefs. Now, Woozy, as I said, I can't stop screaming. So do me one last favor for week 14, my homie. Play that funky outro music, white boy.
You do.